What's happening, people? Welcome to another video with Allsortzz, and we are back again with my Honda Accord Type R, and we have some good news. As you can see, we're not on my driveway, which means the engine is running on this car. But did I have to change the engine, or did the engine survive? I bought this Honda Accord Type R back in October 2023. It had a few problems. First one was the major one was the engine. Now the guy actually thought the engine was already blown. Not only that, it had no front seat. So after purchasing it, we brought it back to my driveway, and I explained in the previous video what problems this car had. The major one being the engine could have been 50-50, either saving or replacing. The front seats needed, and also the rocker cover needed, and a few exterior bits as well. So the first things first is it went to the first garage, and that's where the problem started. Basically, the first garage had the car for a while, and then it finally went up on the ramps, and he was actually pulling out excuses like saying all the brakes were seized, the tires were bowled, a bit of surface rust underneath, and he just put it on the ramp to show it me. All in all, he actually didn't want to do the car, as he didn't take the engine apart, so it was quite hard for him to gather all the parts and see which parts went where, and also time the engine up. So back on the recovery truck it goes, and back to my driveway. The car was parked up for a few more weeks, and I was going to give up, but then we found another mechanic. Now this guy actually dealt in JDM cars, so I thought, why not give it a shot? So here it is, getting recovered on a frosty morning, back to the second garage. Now this guy, for hands down, he actually got straight onto it, and here it is being recovered to the garage, and he actually put it straight onto the ramps and had a look. I got a text message of the guy 24 hours later, and he needed a water pump, and he's saying there was a good chance that the engine could be saved, and I actually got the last one from the store, and the time came for the results. How lucky am I? This car started up the first tick over, and look how sweet the engine sounds as well. And that's coming from the mechanic itself. So I actually was over the moon with this car, and it didn't need a
mint.
The next morning, I rushed over to the garage just to see the car itself and start it up for my own self, just to see what it sounds like in person. Alright, man, how's it going? I'm shocked at this, man. proper shocked at this. I was looking for the engine since I gave it in. I thought this is gonna need another engine. This. Give it a try. Make sure it's out of gear. Full tank of fuel as well. Brilliant, 12 o'clock. Sounds alright. Check that. We need to change the discs and the brakes on all four. Let me show you this side. Discs are rotten and rusty, so at the back. So yeah, all four discs and pipes will be changed. I am actually shocked with that engine, because I thought it would be dead, and I was actually, for these last couple of months while it's been in the garage, in and out of the garage, I was actually looking for the engine as well, replacement engine. But yeah, fingers crossed, and luckily the engine survived, so she's alive. So that's why I'm actually changing everything on the car, front discs and pads and back discs and pads. Also give it a full service, put new brake fluid in hopefully, and once that's done, we're just going to drive it home and see what it's like. Let's see what goodies we got. Back brake discs, front brake discs, air filter, oil filter, back brakes, front brakes, brake fluid, oil, and spark plugs. Let's go. Safety first. Now we know that the engine is sweet. There's a couple of, well, 3 more things we need to check out. The gearbox, clutch, and once it's warmed up, see what the VTEC, if the VTEC actually engages. But it's first time I'm actually driving this Accord Type R. I never thought I'd be driving it from when I first saw it, but I am actually shocked with this car. Wipers work alright. Oh, I can't remember last time I actually drove, probably about 2 years ago. Last time I drove a Type R, and that was my Civic EP3. But let's give it. So I'm gonna let it warm up, just drive it towards home, because it's gonna take about 15 minutes for me to get home. So I thought let's take it nice and easy, and then once it's all warmed up, overall the clutch feels spot on. It's going through the gears very good. Gearbox sounds alright, no crunches. Going into 4th, lovely. 5th, very nice. Still picks up even in 5th and 4th. So dropping it down. It's got a full tank of fuel as well. So far so good. The main thing that we need to do to this now is give it a good Allsortzz valet. But overall, even the steering wheel seems straight as well, so it doesn't need tracking. But I think I do need to change one of the tyres, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to give that a check. As the weather's raining, I'm going to give it a check once the weather's stopped raining. Just going to check all the tyres. It's still got MOT on it as well, which I'm going to still get another fresh MOT on it, just to make sure everything's alright. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to take it onto the motorway and show you how it sounds without the exhaust as well, because I've actually driven this a few times before I uploaded this video, and the sound on this standard box exhaust is really good as well. So let me just open the window a little bit and engage VTEC just to show you what it sounds like. Another car just tried racing me, so I'm just going to get a bit of distance and then show you and see what it sounds like without the power flow exhaust. VTEC pulls really well. Really well. I don't know if you heard that, but it actually sounds really good, and I'm actually shocked with this car that it actually survived what I thought would be needing a new engine. So this engine is currently on 113,000 miles, which has full dealer service history. Some other things that I actually found out with this car, it's also got fog lights, front fog lights. It's also got manufactured 6x9s at the back, so the audio sounds really good. I've also put a head unit in it as well, because I will be taking this on a road trip, so you do need music. A few things we need to sort out in the next video is the bumpers. Bumpers have a few scuffs, so they might need sanding down and repainting. Also the wing as well, it's got a little bit of rust there. The wheels might need refurbing as well. The back bumper definitely needs doing, as that's got quite a few scuffs, and as you can see, the exhaust has a slight blow in it, but nothing to worry, as if you saw my previous video, you know that I bought a power flow exhaust system. So in the next video I'm going to get that changed. But overall, yeah, as you can see, that bumper, back bumper definitely needs doing. So another thing that I need to check out for is the red seats. So if anyone knows who's selling or who's got some red seats for sale for the Accord Type R, because if you look in the back, you know that this car has the rare option of red and black seats. So I think for the interior wise, it's just lacking the red and black seats, front ones. And lastly, which hopefully I'll be doing in the next video, is buffering the headlights to make them look kind of new. This car is finally running. What other things should I do with it? Like I told you earlier, there's a few things I need to do, but I will leave that for the next video. And also change the exhaust system to show you what it sounds like before and what it sounds like after with the power flow exhaust system. So I can't wait for that. Even though there is a little slight blow in the exhaust on the back box, it still sounds really good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see any other videos with this Accord Type R, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you share it out, because I have got a few other videos planned with this car as well, so I don't want to spoil too much. So make sure you do subscribe for that. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I will see you again, dropping it down for another video.